Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Here we are. We made it. I told you on Monday, on Tuesday, all through the week. I told you we were going to get there, and we absolutely did. Hopefully, it's an enjoyable weekend for you. Hopefully, the week wasn't too tough. Hey, Marianne, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Thanks you for coming along on this journey. Marianne was doing some wonderful bacon yesterday. Maybe she was doing some baking. She had some really nice items. If you saw her on social media, man, it looked like some tasty stuff that I would have liked to have sampled. But Marianne, thank you for joining us. Hey, Donna, good morning. Welcome to the show. So happy to have you along on this journey, as well as we are happy to have every single one of you on this journey. Thank you. Thank you for coming along as we just try and find ways to celebrate each and every day. There's always something to celebrate. What are we talking about today? So many things. It is December 14th, 2024. We're getting close, man. It is only 11 days till Christmas. How is that happening? We are less than 2 weeks away from Christmas, but couldn't be more excited about it. It is a sensational Saturday, and we hope it'll be a sensational Saturday to you, no matter what you have planned, whether you're relaxing at home, whether you're getting out and meeting with family and friends. Maybe you're doing some shopping today. We're getting down to it. Got to get that shopping done. Maybe you're going to the parks today. Maybe you're just enjoying it, enjoying whatever it is on this day. Maybe you're just huddled up, watching some nice holiday specials on TV, whatever it is. We hope it's a wonderful, wonderful Saturday for you. As for us, we are getting ready to pack up and head out to the Walt Disney World Resort. Yeah, we're lucky enough that we're going to be out there for the next couple of days, staying at the Disney's Polynesian Resort, and hopefully going to take in a lot of the holiday fun out there. The festival of the holidays is going to be my first chance to get out there since all the holiday fun, decorations, food has started out there at the Walt Disney World Resort. Michelle and Scott have been able to be out there, luckily, a few times before this, or at least once before this. But then will be my chance, and we're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, our plan is to make the candlelight processional at least once, maybe a couple times over the weekend. We do have a dining package getting ready. Scott is very excited, I think, to go. And yes, Donna, it is going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Thank you, Marianne. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a great time. No matter how it turns out, we're going to have some fun, try some good food, take in all the holiday stuff that goes on throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. And we couldn't be more excited about it. So it will be fun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So again, what are we celebrating on this day? Well, there's always stuff going on. It is always a national holiday for something. So what is today? Well, today happens to be More Good Today Day, whatever that means. I'll tell you what that means. That means it's a day something that we kind of try to accomplish every single day, especially on this morning show. It's a day to kind of share kindness. It's a day to share more good. So it's More Good Today Day. So get out there, spread some kindness, spread some smiles. I say it every day. I'll say it at the end of the show again. Share some positivity. It's a day to do good. And we encourage that every single day. But today is officially that day. So yeah. Hey, want a little good in your day today? How about a little bouillabaisse? Yeah, today is National Bouillabaisse Day. Do you know what bouillabaisse is? It's a seafood stew, essentially. A tomato-based, usually, stew where you have a lot of different seafood thrown in there. The cioppino is not that much different from it, if you know what a cioppino is, but you'll throw in some shellfish, some shrimp, maybe some whitefish of some sort in there in this tomato base, little vegetables, really good. You'll usually have a pretty good broth, so you'll want some nice bread to kind of dip into it as well. And today's the day to get some, enjoy some, maybe whip some up at home. If you have the ability to get out and get some nice fresh seafood, really good day for that. So yeah. Today is National Bouillabaisse Day, and that's fun. That's fun. Very exciting. Also today is a day that is a boo's favorite day because it is the National Day of the Monkey. So yeah, enjoy your favorite monkeys. Maybe you get out to Animal Kingdom. They have some great monkeys in and around Animal Kingdom that you can just sit back and enjoy and watch their antics. Pretty fun. Or just sit back and watch Aladdin and see a boo's antics. Whatever it might be, today's the day celebrate. Apparently, we've been seeing some monkeys in the wild around here in Florida. All the news is like Yeah, we've seen monkeys in the trees out here in the middle of Florida. Seems odd. Seems odd. I mean, Florida is odd bird. There's all sorts of weird things that happen out here in Florida, but monkeys is one of those weird things that, like, okay, yeah, that's another thing that's very Florida and very interesting and very fun. So anyway, today's a day to celebrate those monkeys. Very good. Very good. What are we talking about on this day in Disney history? Well, again, in a day where something seems to be completely out of place for the time of year, on this day in 1984, Frankenweenie debuted on Disney with Disney. Frankenweenie, it's a short. I know that there's the longer, more stop motion action one that came out in 2012, but this is in 1984. Was the original. It was kind of a short. It was a done by Tim Burton, as was the 2012 version. It's very Tim Burton. If you see, it's on Disney Plus. You can check it out and recommend it because it's cute. It's a very, very interesting story about a boy who loses his dog and decides to, it's the Frankenstein family. So what are they going to do? They're going to recreate and bring him back to life. And it's a cute story. I had not seen it before. When Michelle was doing her research for our Nightmare Before Christmas deep dive a couple months back, she kind of stumbled across this. I'd seen the stop motion one. I had not seen this one. So we checked it out, and it's cute. It's adorable. I think you might like it. It's quirky. It's Tim Burton. If you like Tim Burton quirky, then this is probably something you'll enjoy. You've probably already seen it in that case. But if it's kind of gone off the radar, check it out. It's fun. And the dog Sparky is adorable. And his relationship with the young boy, very good. Very good. Check it out. Also on this day in 2003, well, the world went pop. Yeah, because Disney World opened up Pop Century on this day back in 2003, at least the first phase of Pop Century, the Pop Century Resort. Because some people, it's very much one of their favorite resorts. It's now that it's on the Skyliner. It's very accessible to get to Disney's Hollywood Studios and to get to Epcot. And people really enjoy it. I honestly have never stayed at Pop. I don't even think I've visited Pop. I've stayed at the All-Star Resorts. But as for Pop and also Art and Animation, which are kind of in the same vicinity, I don't think I've ever even visited them. And we talked about it, like we need to go and just check them out, whether we stay there or whether we just go and see what it's all about. We need to do it at some point. So, I mean, it's right off the Skyliner, but whenever we're on the Skyliner, we tend to be heading to Disney's Hollywood Studios or heading to Epcot or heading to the Riviera or wherever it might be. So it's kind of funny that we've never had the chance to check it out, but we may do that in the very near future. Not this weekend, but in the very near future, we may check it out. On this day in 2015, this was a big day for me personally. I mean, not that it really affected my life, other than I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And on this day in 2015, Chewie, we're home. Star Wars The Force Awakens had its world premiere in Hollywood at the Chinese Theater. Big day. No matter what you think about the sequel trilogy, most people think that The Force Awakens was pretty phenomenal. Was it a little bit very similar to A New Hope, the original Star Wars film? Yeah, there are definitely some storylines that kind of mimic each other within it. But overall, fun ride, fun movie. That's what I want from Star Wars. I just want to have a good time. And it was so good to see this film after several years away from being in that Star Wars universe. It was so good. We didn't really think there'd be another Star Wars film. And it was great to get to see this and all the characters and everything involved. Movie went on to be a big box office smash, made over $2 billion worldwide. Yeah, not bad. Also received 6 Academy Award nominations, mostly in technical categories. Didn't win any, but it was nominated. Really enjoyed, really fun film. We'll go back and watch it to this day. One of our favorites. Enjoy everything about it. And I'm telling you, the trailer for that, I mean, the movie was great, but the trailer alone, man, it was like a knockout for me. Like I was I was already sold on anything Star Wars. You know me, I'm a Star Wars fan. But man, when that trailer came out, I was over the roof. I could not wait. Michelle and I sat out all day, lined up all day for it. We had our tickets ahead of time, but lined up all day to get a good seat. Had so much fun with a lot of people. It was great. Again, this was the premiere. The movie actually debuted a few days later. I believe it was the 18th of December when it actually came out, but so much fun. And yeah, this day in history, world premiere, The Force Awakens. So cool. Also on this day in history, Disney-wise, there was a very interesting acquisition because it was announced that the Walt Disney Company would purchase 21st Century Fox on this day for $52.4 billion. Yeah, just some pocket change, of course. But yeah, this is an interesting acquisition because some people will tell you to this day that it may have been a poor decision. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if they've completely made their money back off of that, but they knew they were going to be launching a streaming service. They knew that they needed more platforms to put more things out and to get more IP. And they were successful in doing that. It gave them more of a stake in Hulu, for one thing, which obviously Hulu is a huge part of Disney's streaming goals now, streaming strategy now. They got Nat Geo, which is good. Love Nat Geo. But so many other things, so many other properties. And of course, as always, this was predicted well before that by The Simpsons. Yes, The Simpsons knew well ahead of time that eventually Disney was going to buy 21st Century Fox. And of course they did. Of course they did. They seem to know everything that's going to happen at some point in this world. But yeah, including The Simpsons, Disney now owning The Simpsons is a very cool thing as well. But many other properties as well that came along with it. So it's up in the air, I think, on whether that was a good acquisition or not. I don't know if it was worth the price. That's a lot of money, $52.4 billion, a lot. I don't know if it's going to completely get that payoff, but it does give them that much more that they can use on their streaming platform, which has been becoming a significant focus of the company. And I think that's important. What else happened on this day in general history? Well, how about this? You got to watch out for his bag of tricks because in 1919, Felix the Cat debuted. I watched Felix when I was growing up and had fun with Felix the Cat and his cartoons. Created by Pat Sullivan and Otto Mesmer. Obviously, it showed the antics of this cat that could just pull all sorts of interesting things out of his bag of tricks. And 1919. When Felix the Cat debuted. So way back there. And hey, it's a birthday for somebody every day. If it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. But who would have predicted this on this day in, what was it, 1503? Nostradamus was born. It is his birthday today, allegedly. I don't know. It's from back in 1503. Who knows? Who knows if that's really his birthday? But apparently it was Nostradamus's birthday, 1503, lived till 1566. He would have been 521 years old today. He's an astrologist. Of course, he's mostly known for being a prophet. And some people will say that his predictions are spot on, nailed it. He knows it was amazing. 500 years ago, he knew what was going on. Donna, you're talking about Felix the Cat. Yeah, love watching Felix the Cat. Some people will say Nostradamus' predictions are spot on. Others will say he wrote his things just vague enough that you can interpret it into all sorts of different scenarios and find ways to make them work. So it's up to you and what you believe as far as Nostradamus in that regard. But yeah, apparently, allegedly born on this day in 1503. I'll say this about his predictions, not as good as the Simpsons. Simpsons much better at their predictions. 100%. As for other birthdays today, whose birthdays are we celebrating along with yours? Again, if it's your birthday today, December 14th, a very happy birthday to you. Here are some people that you celebrate your birthday with. How about Patty Duke? Award-winning actress, star of the Patty Duke Show. She would have been 78 today, born on this day in 1946. So unfortunately, she passed in 2016. But great actress, did so many things during her career, and a champion for mental health as well. This was an interesting one. Anybody here from watching us from the New England area, from the Boston area. There's a I don't know about this guy, but what some people think. I know in New York, there's people that are really cheering for him or did cheer for him. Bill Buckner, he would have been 75 today, born on this day in 1949. We lost him in 2019, but he was a great baseball player, really, really great baseball player. But unfortunately, probably most remembered for his gaffe in the 1986 World Series that kind of allowed the Mets to come back and win the game and then go on and win the World Series back in 86. Marianne, yes, you're from Massachusetts. What do you think about Bill Buckner? I think a few years back before he passed, he was brought in and he was kind of shown some forgiveness by the Red Sox fans, but for many, many years, you couldn't even mention Bill Buckner's name around Red Sox fans. They didn't want to hear it because, especially when the team was going through its curse where it couldn't win a World Series and it was set to win the World Series. And that was just like its curse in a nutshell right there. Once they finally were able to get back and win a World Series, I think it was easier for them to forgive Bill Buckner in that regard. Marianne, my papa would say, well, he had a bad day. We've all had a bad day. Errors happen. We're human. He's human. It was an unfortunate time to have that. If that happened in the second or third inning, it wouldn't have been as big a thing. It just, when it happened, was bad. But he was a great baseball player, but unfortunately known more for his gaffe than for his great play. Also, how about from High School Musical, Vanessa Hudgens? She turns 36 today, born on this day in 1988. And singer-songwriter Tori Kelly, she turns 32 today, born on this day in 1992. So a very happy birthday to them. And again, if it's your birthday today, celebrate, have fun this weekend. Happy birthday to you as well. One more thing I got to talk about on this day. We do have a new episode dropping tomorrow. We've actually already recorded it because we're getting set to head out the Walt Disney World Resort. So obviously we're not recording tomorrow. But it is all about, it's just fun. It's a short episode for us. It's like an hour. It's a short episode for us. It's not an hour and a half like some of our recent episodes. It's going to be a little fun. We just kind of shoot out some ideas of some, we love the holiday overlays at the parks. It can be the Jingle Cruise. It can be the glimmering greenhouses at Living with the Land. Over in Disneyland, it's the Haunted Mansion holiday. It's a Small World holiday. Joy to the World. Mater's Jingle Jamboree. All those. We love them all. We're coming up with some other ideas because we love so many of these holiday overlays. We need more in the parks. So we just going to have some fun, Michelle and myself, pitching out a few ideas of attractions that we think a holiday overlay would be fun to do. Not just name them, give up our ideas for what they could do to have some fun with it. I think we're mostly focused around Walt Disney World. There are some Disneyland mentions as well, and some that would work on both. But yeah, it's just a piece of fun. It's just a piece of fun. And I hope you'll check it out and enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a fun episode. I think you'll like it. It is fun to think about some of these things for sure. For sure. All right. Gonna get out of here. Everybody, please have a wonderful weekend today. My plan is to be back tomorrow morning. Now we are going to be out whenever we're on the road. I always say that this show is, it's up in the air because there's a lot of factors involved. I can barely get it on the air here at home. But to be on the road in a resort hotel, not knowing what our sleep patterns are going to be, not knowing what the Wi-Fi is going to be like, the internet situation, whatever, who knows? The plan is to be on with you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But we'll see. If I'm not, please forgive me. But or if I'm earlier or later, depending on what our schedule is, please bear with me. But that's a good reason to be subscribed to the YouTube channel because you'll get an alert whenever we have something going on. And of course, whenever we record it during the day, I put it out on through all the social media channels, and it's up there on YouTube, so you can watch it at another point during the day in case I hit some weird time. But anyway, the plan is to be on tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the internet holds out, everything else involved with it. But I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit about our first day out at Walt Disney World and what we have planned for the Sunday, and just celebrate the day as we always do. So everybody, remember, please, it is that day. Please share some kindness, share some smiles, and always share some positivity. hopefully be with you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. Bye.